Hey everybody, it's me, Super Paul Games. Welcome back to Diving in the Deep. So we're in Merrick's underwater butt cave, and we can either ask him about his family or his people. We're gonna ask him about his family. Is this the kind of thing you do with your family? What, draw on the cave walls? And I don't have any family left. Oh, awkward. Oh, Merrick, I'm sorry. I might have ate them in a tuna fish sandwich. It was a long time ago. It doesn't matter now. Do you want to talk about it? Yeah, I never really talked about it to anyone before. But I do feel like we've grown close over a few days. My parents died in an accident. They got caught up in some netting on a human boat. Oh, maybe. Oh, ew! Their fins got caught in the rotors. Gross. There were no words to express my sympathy. And it happened when I was too young to remember. I was raised by the rest of our community, but I still wonder about my parents sometimes. Did they die going, ah! My fin! That's quite understandable. What about your family? We'll be like, mine aren't around either. Mine are not around either. He swims close, wrapping an arm around my shoulder, and we stay together for a moment in comfortable and understanding silence. But that's enough about me. I finally meet a human, and all I do is answer questions about my kind. You're interested in humans? Of course, why wouldn't I be? I didn't even consider the thought that a merman would be interested in humans. God forbid I think about his needs or what he would ever want. But then I must be an unusual sight to him, as he is to me. What would you like to know? Well, you're nothing like I was told humans would be. You don't have a spear, for one thing. What were you told we were like? Destructive, greedy, not very nice, you know? I see, well... actually humans are a lot like that. Humans are just how you heard, really. You know, it's mostly true. We're pretty destructive as a species. We're the number one on the food chain. Maybe you heard of that? We certainly don't do well at cohabitating with others. I might make you a pet, though. I could put you in a fishbowl. Then maybe it's good my kind of stayed hidden. Though you don't seem to have trouble inhabitating. Well, I do rather enjoy it here with you, Merrick. This week's been like amazeballs. I didn't think when we met it that it was going to be so refreshing. Whoa! What do you mean? Does it mean this has happened before? Is this like your play to get like latest sex? You just leave that magic shell there and you're like, some hot chick's gonna touch it. Oh yeah. That's an interesting word for it. The blood in my veins pumps so hard I can... Hope he pumps me that hard. I mean, pumps so hard I can hear it in my ears, and it only gets louder as Merrick swims closer, closing the small gap between us. What would you use? What word would you use? His half-lidded gaze drops to my lips, and I struggle to breathe, let alone answer his question. I don't know. Oh, kissins! Getting the kissins, I'm making the kissing faces. My eyes flutter half shut as his face moves towards mine, and my lips tingle with the anticipation of feeling his. Is that gonna feel like... I wouldn't think it would feel really good kissing underwater, would it? Like, maybe in a warm bath, but like that, isn't that gonna be cold and nasty? And does he brush his teeth? It might taste like fish guts. Quinn. Honk. You touch your boobies? My eyes shoot open at the ear-piercing sound of a horn. What is that? Looking up, I see a large shadow above us, the outline indicating a large bout of some kind. Seriously? I was about to get some. My body is still racing, the disappointment of having the intense moment interrupted sitting like a weight in my stomach. I turn to find Merrick before me, rubbing the back of his neck and avoiding my gaze. Maybe should get you back to the beach. It's almost dark. After dressing, I gather up my gear, a smile on my face from the events of the day. I put my fingers to my lips, the almost kiss I had with Merrick still lingering on my mind. Just the memory of it has my heart racing in my chest. She's like, I wanted Merpeen. I don't think she's really thought much about how sex would actually work with a merman. I shove my fins into their case. Oh, I was like, no, you have hands, not fins, dummy. Oh, you mean the ones for your feet when you swim. As they're all the gear I need now when I dive. The novelty of breathing underwater still isn't worn off, and I smile out towards the ocean. You better hope it doesn't wear off or you're going to drown out there, honey. Not surprised to find you here, Miss Lantern. The voice comes from behind me, and I whip around. Quinn, what are you doing here? I came to ask you if you've received my note.
It's the opportunity of a lifetime. You shouldn't be so quick to piss it off or pass it off even.
You know what? No. No. I got your note, and I promptly threw it in the trash. And that's where you belong, too.
I see.
Old people shouldn't even talk to me. Shouldn't even read my dialogue.
Well, I suppose I shouldn't ask again, then. I value those skills, Miss Lanton. But not when they work against me.
I ignore his piercing glare, grab up my pack, and begin to march away.
Don't think I haven't noticed the amount of time you spent down there.
I pause mid-step.
I wonder what could possibly be holding your interest if, as your reports claim, there's nothing to see. Maybe it'd be worth my effort to check it out, though you know how much I hate doing the hard work myself.
Why don't you just find the magic fucking shell thing again, then it doesn't matter if he goes down there. He won't see anything. I spin around, a frown lining my face, though I try to pass it off as gas or annoyance, rather than reveal the worry that now courses through my system.
You certainly have a glow about you these days, too.
I'm not pregnant. Wait, you weren't saying that, were you? If I say stay away from the ruins, he's bound to go check out the ruins. If I say nothing and walk away, that's probably the right way. But I'm going to be all super. I'm a strong woman. I steady my face into as much of a dismissive smile as I can manage. I'm thorough in my job, even if there's nothing to see. Is that a problem, Mr. Pants? I don't give him time to answer and turn around and march off the beach, clenching my fists to keep my composure relaxed. Well done. Of course, Mayor, I understand completely. I click the end call button on my phone and let out a long sigh. Having been in the conference call all morning meant I'd missed out on the most of the day with Merrick. My encounter with Walton still tugs at my mind, but I shove down my worry, pull on my suit under my clothes, and head to the beach. It doesn't take me long to dive to the ruins, where I usually meet with Merrick. As I approach, the merman shoots out from behind a stone pillar at such speed I only stop in time before crashing into him. What? Are you trying to give me a heart attack? I give a small chuckle until I notice an intense worry that lines his face. What's wrong? The artifact. His body shakes. It quakes. It quivers and jiggles. What about it? I came to meet you this morning, but you weren't here, so I checked the ruins here like I'm supposed to. Quinn, it's gone. Why didn't she grab it and take it with her? She's stupid. His voice cracks like he's hitting puberty. The sound of it cuts against me with worry for him. If it's not here, then the magic will fade in a few days. My people, everything about us will be revealed. Oh, I guess it has to stay there. At least put it under a rock, you dumbass. My people, everything about us will be revealed. I don't understand how it can be. My stomach drops and a wave of nausea hits me at the same time realization does. Walton. I know where it is. Walton must have come diving after I left the beach last night and taken it. I thought I'd been so careful. Should have harpooned him. This is my fault, Merrick. No, it's not. It's Walton's fault. This is your fault, Quinn. Don't take responsibility for something else. But I'll get it back. I focus my gaze on his before I reach out and rest my hand upon his. I promise. He takes my hand and squeezes it gently. It'd be funny if he squeezed it till it broke. Ah! But even though he smiles, I can see the tension that grips him. Where are your people? I haven't seen anyone but you, Merrick. Or is it Merrick? Unable to look at the hurt on his face any longer, I twist around and head for the surface. Twistin', twistin' in the wind. On the beach, I yank my clothes not off. And I am about to head away when a loud splashing erupts from behind me. What the? Turning around, my eyes land on the source of the noise. I was hoping it was going to be sea lions violating Walton. Merrick? I stare at the merman, who is instead of his usually glittering tail, now has a pair of legs. Naked legs. Well, put on, pants. What are you doing here? Oh, dong. I mean, ding dong. How are you here with legs? Now, I know what you said about humans being destructive, so the idea that my people might soon be revealed to them is something I can't just ignore. You gotta get some pants, dumbass. I need to help retrieve the artifact. My penis got bigger. You got bigger ones than us fish people. Plus, I couldn't bear the thought of you going to wherever you were alone. Are you overly attached boyfriend? You're like, I gotta be with you to make sure you don't talk to other guys. Oh, Merrick. That's great, but, like, I need to have friends, too. What is it? I clear my throat, unsure of where to lay my gaze, so I keep it resolutely staring at his penis. You're, like, naked? Out of the corner of my eye, I can see him glance down at himself. I'm suddenly thankful the beach is empty. Is this not how humans look? I can't argue with that, but I'm not sure drawing attention to himself in such a way is a great idea. We gotta tell him he looks fine so he doesn't get a bad body image. You're fine. My blush deepens at my mistake. Oh! I mean, it's fine. It's not normal for humans to stroll around naked type. And here I was thinking your blush couldn't get any brighter. You like it? I groan in embarrassment, only made worse by his comment, and throw my towel at him. Put it on and we'll find you some clothes. Where? Just laying around? I turn around to give him some privacy, though he obviously has no need of any. It shouldn't take that long to put a towel on. Take a peek, sister. After a quick trip into town in the clothing store, where the assistant can't keep her eyes off Merrick. Oh, especially when this towel almost slips off again. What is he like? Oops! There's my butt. We walk along the beach back to my house. So how do I look? Wait, shouldn't we go see Walton instead of have a moonlit walk on the beach? I glance over at his new apparel, still finding it odd to look at him in human form. It'd be really funny if she only has a fish fetish and only likes him as a fish. You look just as good covered up. Thank you. After gazing at each other a moment longer, the clear green of his eyes threatened to hypnotize me. Oh! So I clear my throat and continue walking on. She's like, bleh. The sand is cooled in the soft silver light of the moon, piles of it pouring into my sandals. Wow, we're really in a rush. We're really in a rush to save his family, apparently. Merrick suddenly slows his pace, staring ahead of us. What is it? He gestures forward, and I follow his movement, staring at a couple walking ahead of us a few feet ahead. They're clasping hands, the man's arm wrapped around his girlfriend's shoulder. Is that normal? Yes, of course it is. Wait, how's he walk? Okay, I'm not trying to nitpick. Like, I'm going to go with the story in the game, because obviously they're Merpeople. But I would think it would take a long time to walk. I would think in real life, they're like, here's legs. You'd be like, yeah, I'm going to walk. And you'd crawl for months and be like, I hate this. Why is it so hard? Screw you, gravity. I laugh softly. Hello. Don't your people do anything similar? No, my people don't. He pauses, frowning, and was obviously trying to think of the right word. We don't show affection in such ways. Are you cold? The interest in his face gives way to a sadness that shines in his eyes. I envy your kind for such intimate acts. We'll take his hand. He's saying he wants something. Unable to resist, I lace my fingers between his. He's surprised at first, but then realizes what I'm doing. As my hand grips his, he wraps an arm around my shoulder. The warmth of him against me makes me smile, and I move closer to his body, enjoying the moment as we stroll along the sands together. At this rate, he's going to get laid, and they're going to be too busy doing that to save the rest of the Merpeople, and the Merpeople will all get killed by Walton. Wait, aren't you supposed to go save the family and stop Walton? Instead, you're bringing him home to bed? Once at home, I moved to sit at the desk, leaving Merrick to stare at everything in wonder. You moved fast, honey, bringing him to the bedroom. I flinch as the crashing noise sounds from the other room. Oh, I'm sorry, I'll fix it. Oh, I guess he's in the other room. I smile and shake my head before leaning forwards to concentrate. We need a plan on how to get the artifact back. Fuck it, we're just gonna call Walton up. I know the best course of action is to at least get in the same room as the man. As much as the thought of it makes me shudder. I pick up my phone, fish Walton's note out of the trash, and punch in the phone number that is elegantly written on the top. The reason I do that is it seems like fun to sneak into his, warehouse, but if the cops get called on us, we're screwed. It takes only a few rings before he picks up.
Walton, Huntley speaking.
Huntley, it's, me, Quinn Lanton. There's a silent pause where I can almost hear the man's smugness.
Well, it is a rather surprise to hear from you, Miss Lanton, considering the hostility you've shown me so far. So what can I do for you?
I want to meet with you.
What? Really?
He doesn't hide the shock in his tone.
Yeah, of course we can meet. Sure thing. I do hope this means you've reconsidered my offer.
I don't say anything about it, not wanting to change his mind. How about sometime tomorrow morning, maybe?
Keen, are you?
His laughter sounds through the phone. And I worry it's going to stain my ear with its slime.
Tomorrow morning, then. You have my address of my warehouse. I'll see you.
Click. The phone hangs up as I hang up too. With a heavy sigh, I lean back and run my fingers through my hair. I swing around in my chair to find Merrick sitting on my bed, his attention captured by the small flickering flames of the candle I lit. We'll have to meet Walton tomorrow. That's convenient.
What's...
The guy who stole the artifact? I nod. It won't take long, right? Why, you got important fish business you gotta get to? No, it shouldn't take long. Why? I can only stay in human form for a short while. How is it that you can turn yourself into, like, a human? It's because I was given the powers of the Guardian. I never thought I'd need to use them, though. And they drain me of energy quite a bit. Probably shouldn't have sex with them, they'll probably drain you of more energy. His lips purse, a frown steadying on his brow, as though everything that has happened is only now hitting him. It was my job to protect the artifact, and now my people are at risk because I failed. How was it your job to protect the artifact? Judging by your behavior around the artifact, you just left it on the ground and didn't bother to do shit. You were too busy like, look, I'm hanging out with people and crystals and sea lions, and look at that. You should be fired. I'm just saying, he's like the worst guard ever. His voice trails and he rubs a hand over the back of his neck. I get up from the chair, moving to sit beside him on the bed, and place my hand on his. He looks at me, his green eyes shimmering in the warm glow of the candles. I got too distracted. By what? Don't blame her. It is not her fault, dumbass. She found it in the first place because you were bad at your job. Can't you guess? Why are you assigning blame to her? His gaze locks onto mine, and I suddenly understand. He was distracted by me. I swallowed down on the realization, heat rising to my skin. When his hand moves to my waist, he's just making a move on you. He's playing you. I feel like my heart might pound out of my chest. Since I saw you in those ruins, everything changed. You gave me a hardcore fish boner. My duty and my people, they all became an afterthought to you. Honey, that's bad news. If, like, he doesn't even know you, and he's like, I'm gonna blow off everything so I can get laid. I don't know. Fuck it. She's horny too. I feel the same way about you too. The candlelight flickers and highlights every handsome feature of his face, and all we can do is stare at each other. His breath is warm against my face as he leans in. My heart hammers in my chest. My eyes flutter and shut. Oh. The kiss sends electric coursing over my skin. Ah, shock! And the sensation only heightening the feel of his lips moving against mine. My fingers grip onto his shirt as he deepens the kiss, holding me closer with his arms wrapping around me. Oh, Merkins. After the heat of the kiss, he rests his forehead against mine, and the exhaustion of the day hits us both. We flop down together in the bed, and I fall asleep in the warm embrace of his arms. Oh, that's romantic, and they didn't even fuck. They had kissy times, though. The next morning when I awake, I smile to find myself still wrapped in Merrick's arms. He's like, you never leave me. I twist around, staring at his sleeping face, until I can't hold back a giggle. Oh, what? I've never seen him looking so tousled, so human. He smiles at me, still half asleep. Good morning, sunshine. The earth says hello. With a small kiss on my lips, he steals my breath away. I can't breathe. I better get up. Whee! As he moves into the bathroom, he groans and rubs his back. How do you humans sleep on such hard surfaces? I go to the kitchen after dressing to get us some coffee, bringing it back to the bedroom to find Merrick dressed and a little more awake. If he's never had coffee before, is he gonna be like bouncing off the walls? What is this? He sniffs at the mug with a wary expression. Give it a try, it'll help wake you up. I gulp at my own drink, enjoying the hot liquid that streams down my throat and the slight buzz as it hits my system. Merrick sips it. Apparently, honey, he doesn't trust your, cooking. Blah! That's kind of how I feel about coffee, too. That's horrible! I laugh at his crinkled expression as he slaps down the mug on my desk as though it offended him. Quiet falls between us. It's obvious our minds both move to what we have to do that morning. You know what? That's where we're going to lead off. We better get ready for our meeting with Walton. Next time, we're going to confront Walton and see if he's got the shell we need. Turtle power! I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching.